Howard Lutnick cracked like an egg in this interview he gave with the New York Post, and it's truly remarkable. His boss, Donald Trump, is not going to be very happy about this. Now, before I play the clip, I just want to remind you, Howard Lutnick lived right next door to Jeffrey Epstein in New York. They actually shared a wall.
So he gives me a tour in the living room, big living room, and then across from it is double doors. I assume it's the dining room.
Yeah.
And he opens the doors, and there's a massage table in the middle of the room.
Ooh.
And candles all around and stuff. So I ask very insightful, cutting questions. I say to him, massage table in the middle of your house? How often do you have a massage? And he says, every day. And then he gets weirdly close to me.
Ooh.
And he says, and the right kind of massage.
Ooh.
Lutnick goes on to say he and his wife left and they decided they would never be in the presence of Epstein ever again. And he says he never was. But there's more. Check this out.
So how come Bill Gates and all these other people could hang around him and not see what you saw? Or did they see it and ignore it? Or
No, they participated.
right.
That's what his MO was, get a massage, get a massage.
There it
And
is.
what happened in that massage room, I assume was on video. This guy was the greatest blackmailer ever. Blackmailed people. That's how he had money.
So what happened to those videos? Why is there now such a dearth of information when, Donald Trump's people are running the FBI and the DOJ?
I assume way back when, they traded those videos in exchange for him getting that 18-month sentence, which allowed him to have visits and be out of jail. I mean, he's a serial sex offender. How could he get 18 months and be able to go to his office during the day and have visitors and stuff? It must have been a trade. So my assumption, I have no knowledge.
Of course. Lutnick goes on to say he never discussed Epstein with Trump. They haven't talked about it. But my question for him would be, in this whole time, he was your neighbor and he lived right next door to you. After learning that he had a massage parlor in the middle of his house and said these gross things to you, and you had an idea about what was going on, and now you're saying you knew what his MO was, you never once thought to call the police? Not once? You share a wall with this person. You know what he is doing, and you never did anything. Come on, man. Really? Are you buying this story? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, spread the word, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you back here for the 411.